afternoon, mommies! Kamusta naman kayo? Hello to everyone joining us this afternoon. Hope you're all doing well. I am Bettina Carlos Eduardo and welcome to Fuel Happiness with Koko Krunch session. So this afternoon, we are going to talk about how to keep our kids connected with friends while at home. Thank you so much for joining us this Saturday afternoon. We know it's a family day, so we don't want to take too much of your time away from your family, but we promise to make this a meaningful and siksik 1-hour Saturday for you moms. So this afternoon, we have a special guest mommy with us to discuss the importance of keeping our kids social during this period, this new normal, ika nga. Since school at home na sila, we worry that our kids lose touch with friends and classmates, right? Since hindi nila nakikita ng personal ang isa't isa. Siguro some of us are concerned that if our children are coping, balanse pa ba yung online and offline or personal interactions nila, and many other concerns. Well, this afternoon, we would like to share our concerns and syempre encourage one another also and make suggestions on possible solutions with the help of Koko Krunch. Well, I have an almost 10-year-old girl, Gummy. She is grade 4 now. She's enrolled in a school and does self-regulated distance learning. So meron siyang combination of synchronous and asynchronous class. May teachers pa rin. They're taught online, but they also have textbook work. And yes, she loves Koko Krunch. So this afternoon, hindi lang ako ang makakasama nyo. To join me is a very special guest. She is a fellow mom whose children love Koko Krunch as well. Please welcome Maui David Chua. Hi, Maui!
Hi, Bettina.
Hello.
Hello, good afternoon, everyone, and good afternoon to all of the viewers that we have here today. You know, I'm really excited for this Koko Krunch session because really I'm concerned for my daughter Lian. And I think it's very important, diba, na as kids, dapat social pa rin sila kahit may pandemic.
Correct. That's why this afternoon we are going to talk about how to keep them connected with friends kahit nasa bahay because everyone's home, Maui. You're home. The kids are home. We study at home. We work at home.
Everything at home.
Yes. So that's what we are going to talk about this afternoon with our moms who are watching us live right now. So, I know that's the main challenge now, diba? Yung social life, yung interaction ng kids natin, Maui. But before we get to how they are now with this new normal, let's go back to the beginning. When it was just newly announced, sige, balik tayo 9 months ago, back in March, and we were all asked to stay home. How was that for you, for your family?
Oh my gosh. So, syempre, honestly, everyone was really scared, diba? I think all of us naman really got scared in the beginning. We didn't even know what was really coming, what we were fighting, diba? And we just learned everything through the news. So, after maraming mga pasahan ng messages on what to do, meron pa nga mga fake news, diba? But eventually naman, everyone was able to adjust, to adapt, and to kind of prepare for what was ahead, even though we weren't really sure what was coming.
Correct.
But you know, being in it now, I'm just happy na everyone is settled, no? Now, parang nakakasanayan na natin kahit papano. We've learned to adapt really to what's going on around us at the moment. How about you guys?
Yeah, you know, when you count it, so that was March and it's now December, 9 months. Parang pagbubuntis, it takes 9 months, no? And parang it's just the whole time of preparing for what is yet to come pa. But yeah, I agree with you. It was March, April, May, I guess the first 3 months, it was a time of parang hindi pa nga adjusting yun eh. Parang just wrapping our head around, ano ba itong nangyayari? Parang ngayon lang nangyari to. At least in our generation, diba, na we are all asked to stay home. As in, everyone, walang tao sa kalsada.
Yes.
So, of course, initially, we all felt like, we're stuck at home. But really, we were safe at home.
That's
so,
right.
Paano kayo as a family nun? Before ba nag-announce ng lockdown, ano yung routine nyo? Were you traveling?
Well, before the lockdown, everyone was really just busy working. And then I was busy working, and then I'm really a hands-on mom as well, no? Although I'm lucky enough to have helpers, but I'm very hands-on when it comes to taking the kids to school in the morning, picking up the kids, bringing them to tutor, talking to the
Yeah.
teachers, and then making sure that the household was, well taken care of. And then also I have another baby pa. So it
Mm.
was really a handful. Kumbaga, my everyday, there was never a dull moment. It was just always on the go, on everything.
Bilis, ganyan,
Yeah, bilis,
yeah.
diba? So, yeah, that was just the life before that we had. But now, syempre, being at home, it really makes you appreciate na, this is what I missed, na the life before was so fast-paced, no? That you
Yeah.
just really started appreciating being around your family. Being around them was just really a blessing, kasi there are things that you learn from your children that you never really knew before, 'di ba? Kasi
Yeah, yeah.
most of the time they're in school.
That's
Yan.
true. Sobrang blessing, no? Talaga, when
Yes.
you think about it. And even if there were times na parang, gusto ko na talaga lumabas, or, I'm so consumed, I'm so tired. I know we also won't have it any other way. It's really
Yes.
such a blessing to be able to witness our children grow. Alam mo, as in, si Gami kasi I measure her height sa cabinet ko.
Yeah.
Ang laki ng nilaki niya in the last 9
Oo
months.
nga.
Parang, wow, this is what sleep and rest and just being together does. She really grew, and it is such a blessing, I agree with you, to witness this growth in our children. And yung mas makilala pa sila kasi nga, sabi mo nga, lagi silang nasa school, di ba? For more than half of the day, they're there. Kami naman ni Gami, before lockdown was announced, 2 weeks before, kasi her birthday was in March, we were traveling, weekend lang, we went to Bohol. A week later, they announced lockdown. A week after, they announced lockdown in Bohol. So parang kami, we were counting back, di ba? Siyempre,
Yes.
14 days incubation period. Ganyan parang kami, meron kaya tayong nakuha doon and all. Thankfully, wala naman. Pero yeah, that's one thing that we missed. I'm sure kayo din, traveling, di ba, as a family.
Super. Yes, my son, I have a son, his name is Mason, he's 4 years old, no? Sometimes he'll just mention to me, when we watch TV, may beach. He goes, Mom, I want to go to the beach. And it kind of like just really breaks my heart. Parang, I wish I could take you now. But the good thing about him is that, he doesn't complain. He goes, Mom, we'll just go when the virus is gone. So imagine a 4-year-old saying something like that. It's just really nakakatuwa. Diba? And then, in fairness naman to all the kids, no one has been complaining na, I'm at home, I'm bored. So it's one less thing to worry about, being home all the time. Walang nagko-complain. No one is bored. There's always something to do, something to eat, diba? Something to snack on, diba? Like Koko
Something to
Krunch.
snack on!
Yes!
Na within reach anytime, diba?
Tama,
That's true.
tama.
I agree with you na it's a blessing na yung mga anak natin can actually see the blessing also, di ba? Kahit napakamura ng mga kaisipan at ng edad nila, the fact that they see na, it's okay. Yung maturity nila, I guess they also develop that because they're always with us, di ba? So they're starting to mature in their thinking also. And it's such a great opportunity to be able to teach our children na, despite what's happening, this is the blessing, di ba? So yung character talaga na de-develop din sa mga anak natin. That's true. May question ako. You live in a house or in a condominium?
We live in a house.
In a house. May garden ba kayo?
Meron kaming, we have a pool in the back. I mean, we're a pretty big family. So, we have 3 kids, then it's me and my husband. So, parang a house seemed like a good fit for us at the moment.
Yeah.
And we have a pool in the back. So, if anything, that's something that they can do during weekends when there's no classes. How about you guys?
Nakakatuwa na may garden ka, may space kayo, may pool pa. We live in a condo. And we believe na when they declared talaga na everyone stay at home, we really took it to heart. As in, we stayed in our unit, never stepped out kahit sa hallway lang. For my child, si Gami was inside for 50 days. Ako, 40 days. After parang flood ni Noah. After 40 days lang ako nakapag-grocery ulit. So, kung nafe-feel ko na magla-lockdown, for some reason, siguro mother's instinct, 3 times ako nag-grocery. Hindi po ako hoarder ha. Nagpaka-prepared lang ako. So, we had more than sufficient talaga to last us beyond 30 days, beyond a month. So, kayo may pool. Kami, buti may balkon kami, tsaka may batsa kaming malaki. So, yung water baby. So, anak, so, ay makapag-swimming sa baba kasi common area. Dito na lang tayo sa baba.
At least, diba?
Yeah. So, yung creativity nila, lumalabas din, diba?
Yes.
Pwede palang ganito, nade-develop yung pagiging mapamaraan, resourceful ng mga bata. So, blessing talaga.
And you know what's great about that? Them being kids, they don't mind whether it's a big pool or a small batya. To them, it's all the same experience. Tama ba, Bettina? Diba?
That's true.
They're very, they really adapt easily also, diba?
Correct. Tsaka alam mo, I think it's not just our children who are learning, pero tayo din. We're learning to see the blessing in everything. We are learning from our kids. If our kids are not complaining, if our kids are thankful for even the smallest of things, edi tayo lalo dapat. Diba? As parents, kasi tayo dapat yung model na examples na tinitingnan nila. But may I ask, so aside from the challenges of movement, going out, ganyan, for you as a mom, what was the siguro biggest challenge for you being at home with everyone and you can't step out for a breather, be with your girlfriends, pamper ng konti?
Oh my gosh, that is such a funny question because it is so relatable, Bettina. Okay, so syempre everyone had to be home, diba? I think everyday naman may challenges tayo bilang nanay. Like, we never go a day, without having any challenges. But specifically for that, ang hirap nung pag nag-work ka and then your children are around. Walang boundaries, diba? Walang boundaries. Parang nagsa-start ka pa lang, umiinit pa lang, nag-warm up ka pa lang, biglang, Mommy! Ganyan. Or, Mommy, I want this. Mommy, can you get me that? Mommy, I want my costume. There's always an issue. And I have 3 kids, like I mentioned earlier. So, iba-iba. Isang teenage concern, isang toddler concern, isang baby concern. So, parang, oh my gosh, yung mga deadlines ko, hinahabol ko na. And also, yung sinabi mo nga kanina, the me time part, yan ang, it's ironic, no, nawala. I have all the time in the world, but nawala because there's no boundary. Gusto ko na magpahinga at night, but the kids go, Mommy, I want to watch a movie together with you, or ganyan. So parang, if you come to think of it, parang isipin mo, oh my gosh, I just want to be alone. I just want to lock myself in a room here, diba, kung pwede lang. But at the same time, I think to myself, you know what? They're not gonna be kids for a very long time.
That's true.
Diba? I'm gonna cherish this because baka pagdating ng panahon ako nang iiyak, wala na sila. Matatanda na sila. May asawa na sila. So, pag ganun, I really prep my mind. I say, this is the best time to be with them. And then later on, babawi ako ng pahinga at me time. Diba?
Correct. When you were sharing that, what popped in my head, there are 2 things. One, one of the blessings talaga is that in Koko Krunch, we have a quick breakfast that's so healthy, that makes our kids happy, that's so easy to assemble. Pag biglang kailangan natin ng time alone, sige anak, mag-assemble ka na ng breakfast mo, may Koko Krunch dyan, di ba? You can do that. And we can be in our own little bubble. Alam mo ako, anong naging takbuhan ko? Toilet.
Ano?
Kasi sa toilet, walang kakatok. Pag may kumatok, wait, mommy, wait. Diba? It's really a place where you can recharge kahit konti lang. Diba? And I'm sure, correct. I'm sure a lot of moms are laughing with us right now kasi I'm sure maraming naging refuge ang throne, ang toilet, parang just to breathe. Yeah, right? So, totoo, marami talagang challenges for us moms. Ito yung sabi mo na, nabablur yung line between work life and family life. And just when we thought na, finally, there's time to pursue my passion project because wala nang travel time, wala nang traffic, we don't need to go from one place to another. Meetings online na lang, one after another, wee break lang. Mas busy actually. Did you notice that? Parang mas needed tayo ngayon.
Yes, that's so right. Even sabi ko, I thought this December would be different. But surprisingly, sobrang hectic. I've never been this busy before. But busy is good. It's a blessing to be
Yes.
busy, diba? Even during these times.
Yeah, yeah. But how about your kids? Diba? So, work mode ka. Tas sila, they're in school, right? You have three different schoolers. How did they adjust to from seeing their classmates every day and going to a physical school every day? Yung period na yon for you nung mga March, how was that? How did you explain it to your kids? How did they adjust to that, to this new norm that we are in now?
Right. Okay, so the good thing is, when I explained it naman to the kids, they already knew what was going on, ano? So they knew that we all needed to be safe at home, diba? But, when we started the online classes, it was such a challenge for us moms, no? Because, like, we were saying, parang tayo yung naka-enroll, we have to be there, we have to listen.
Yeah.
But I also commend the teachers because I'm sure it's very hard for them as well, diba? Preparing all of the lessons and all. But with that, we did the online. So the first few months, I was really with them. But as life started to pick up na, then I also had to do my own thing. I had to work na rin. So I just let them do their own thing. And then if I need that, they know I'm just in the next room or I'm just downstairs.
That's true.
And they can call me. In terms of seeing their friends, I know they miss their friends a lot. Like Mason would ask me, Mommy, I want to see ganyan. And then I just have to explain again. And then yun nga, at least hindi naman sila makulit. Parang, okay, I understand.
Yeah.
So that's what's great about that, na hindi ko kailangan masyadong ma-stress just to explain to them na, no, walang lalabas. Especially during yung peak, diba? So they've all adjusted well. And good thing we have technology kahit paano. So they can still all keep in touch.
Correct. I also cannot commend the schools enough on how, I'm sure if it was hard for us, lalo na sa kanila. Kasi sa kanila nakasalala yung edukasyon ng mga anak natin, di ba? But for them to do it so quickly, and although of course yung transition was difficult, I will have to say it's also very efficient. Di ba? And the grace they extend to the kids, napakahirap ng math, lalo na kung online, di ba? Ako, the struggle is real talaga sa akin pagdating dyan. But I'm so thankful that teachers make themselves available even after class hours, di ba, for consultation. And if you're not a techie parent, they're also so gracious to explain step by step how to navigate through this app, how to troubleshoot, and also I'm really so thankful that everyone just extends grace to everyone else.
Yes, that's good.
Okay, so you mentioned, Maui, that you have a 13-year-old. You have a teenager, Lian.
Yes. Oh my
I'm
God.
sure mas madaling puno ng schedule ng younger kids. Kasi, sige dyan kayo, maglaro kayo. Pero yung social interaction, lalo na ng isang teenager or tween, in my case, medyo challenge yun. Si Lian ba, nakaka-socialize pa sa mga classmates and friends niya these days? And how does she do that? How do you let her do that?
Yes, she's actually still able to socialize, no? But of course, we always have to make sure na meron silang, kumbaga, boundaries. Because hindi naman pwedeng 24/7 naka-online sila. Kasi kung papabayaan mo sila, wala na. Sa kanila na lahat ng wifi sa bahay, diba?
Yeah.
So we try to keep a balance between school hours and then her being able to talk to her friends. But I try to put a limit on that. We have this device where you can control na hanggang dito lang yung time ng wifi and then it starts at this hour. But syempre, minsan hindi naman perfect. May exceptions like, Mommy, I really need to do this. Or, Mommy, can you please extend my time? I want to talk to my best friend. So yan, I let her naman. I don't want to be naman too strict because I know this pandemic has been hard on all of us, diba? And I don't really want to make our kids feel naman na parang, oh, my life is ruined, diba? I still let them socialize through social media platforms. Yan ang mga uso ngayon. They like to dance. They like to talk, to chika. Alam mo, magugulat ka, Bettina. Ang teenagers have a lot of emotions. Grabe.
Oh my! I'm not ready for it!
Ang dami nilang chika with friends. Yung ako, parang pagod na ako, matutulog na ako. Tapos minsan yung anak ko on a weekend, aba may kausap pa, I can hear her through the door. Sabi ko, non-stop ang topic, anak. Hindi na natapos ito.
May bukas pa.
Oo, parang hello, pwede pa. May wifi pa tayo bukas, di ba? Kalma. Pero, what's nice about it is, satisfied na sila kahit papano. Kahit hindi sila naka-interact physically, happy na sila because buti na lang kahit papano may video chat na tayo. And then they can also play games. May mga games ngayon online na they can interact live while playing with each other. So kahit wala man yung physical, relationship right then and there, kahit papano, those things help a little bit.
Totoo yan. Alam mo, ang pinaka-basic ngayon talaga, video calls.
Yes.
Diba? Kasi yun lang yung mag-compensate sa physically na hindi mo nakikita yung kaklase eh. Parang hindi enough yung tawag. Kasi nung panahon natin, telebabad lang tayo, diba? Okay na.
Yes.
Ngayon, kailangan pati yung reaction, nakikita nila. As in, parang ganito kwentuhan.
Yes.
And it's nice to see them because they are able to explore not just talking, but to even do shared activities.
Yes.
Like si Gami, she wouldn't just sit down and talk to her friends, ganyan. They always have an activity to do together. So, sometimes she does perler beads, if you're familiar with that. Sobrang lilit na beads. Tapos, you iron it. Tapos, you can create parang keychains out of those.
Okay.
Sometimes, she also does mga miniature houses. So, mga ganyang moments, sabi ko, nakakatuwa naman to discover a new interest of my child. Na parang, magiging interior siguro to paglaki niya, interior designer. O kaya magiging architect siguro to. It's nice to see our children discover also their own new interests or passion. And yes, I'm thankful that technology is there as a tool for that. Yeah. Pero we know na it can also swing the other way, right? Pwede ring mapasama if it's overly consumed. So aside from that device you said na sets a time limit, ano pa yung mga ibang rules mo for your kids when it comes to using the screen or social media? May mga bawal bang apps? Kailangan ba thumbprint mo muna bago mag-download?
Oo, yung sa download, like you said, syempre, kailangan may password ko. I want to make sure na wala tayong gastusin doon na sobrang mahal na app, di ba? And then in terms of the apps, I filter them. I don't want them to watch anything naman that's beyond their age or that's appropriate for their age. And siguro when it comes to gadget time, I always say, guys, when we're eating dinner, can we please put our phones away? Because dinner is the only time we all get to eat together kasi. So I want them to put their phones away at the best of their, try lang nila. Sometimes hindi perfect, diba? But because this is the only time we have with each other. And if we're always on our phones, para lang tayong hindi rin magkakasama. So I really try to value that hour that we have as a family. So pag ganun sana, no gadgets muna. Yun, ganun yung mga aming mga restrictions here.
Tama. Kami din may ganyan. Pag breakfast, meal times for me are so important. Kahit na magkasama tayo, syempre we have different schedules, diba? Different activities. I want to honor that time na pagkain lang. Kain, usap tayo, we have conversations over meals. So breakfast time, we share about how was your sleep, na naginip ka ba? How was your devotion this morning? Did you pray na? What did you pray for? How can I pray for you? May test ka ba today? Let's pray together. So pag morning, ganon. Pag lunch, how was your day so far? Kala mo naman, ang laki nung diba? Tsaka kala mo naman, hindi ko narinig kasi katabi ko lang yung desk niya. Pero I think for us parents, it's also important to be interested in what our kids are interested in and to listen talaga. Kasi yun nga yung challenge dahil nasa bahay tayo, we're so busy working, hati-hati yung isip natin. But I'm sure our kids really appreciate it when we just sit down and we stare at them, we look at them, we listen to them. Kahit pa gaano kaliit, kamundin yung kwento nilang yan. Diba? So dinner, ganyan din. So tama, no gadgets. Just respect sa time ng tao, respect for that person, respect for the food also. Kami naman, she's only allowed to watch online 1 hour Friday and Saturday. Pero we also have movie night. So hindi naman ganun ka, alam mo yun, ka sobrang strict si mommy. Kasi I also really wanna balance yung screen time niya, yung eyes niya. And ayokong ma-miss niya yung, oy, may ibang tao dito. Kahit kami lang ng yaya mo, tao kami, maglaro tayo, magkwentuhan tayo. Diba? Kasi eventually, babalik sa normal yung buhay natin. And we want our kids to be living in front of a screen and just interacting with the screen kahit pa with their friends, right? So, let's talk about weekends because today is a weekend. And again, I'm so thankful talaga for our moms to be joining us on a weekend rather, instead of being with their families, diba? So, the challenge now is because they are school from home, do they tend to feel na parang every day is a weekend? Especially for younger kids, diba?
Yes. Alam mo, that is really something, I think it's very normal for them to feel that because they're always home na eh. Wala na nga masyadong boundaries like I said earlier. So si Mason, when he wakes up, Mommy, do I have classes today? And then if I say, Like, he's like, oh.
Yeah,
Sabi
yeah,
ko, Mason, sabi ko, we don't have classes the past 2 days. Tapos, di ba, recently, puro, long weekend.
yeah.
Sabi ko, Mason, 3 days na tayo, anak, walang klase. O pa rin ba ang reaction mo? So, yeah, they do tend to feel like it's always a weekend, di ba? So, I think as parents, it's very important na we're there to guide them and remind them, hey, do your homework. Or don't forget to do this. We have to really guide them talaga.
Correct. Priorities, no? Siguro para din alam nila na, kasi they're either young, they don't work yet, but work for their age is really school. Yes. So, you should know that your job is to study Monday to Friday. And then you have something to look forward to, which is the weekend, which is when our family can be together, tayo lang, walang homework, walang schoolwork, ganyan. What's a typical weekend for you like? Anong schedule nyo ni Lian and the 2 other kids, your family?
Well, on a weekend, so on Saturdays, we really start with a very productive and a healthy breakfast with Koko Krunch. Yan talaga ang favorite ni Lian, Bettina, I'm telling you. Sobrang favorite niya yan. As in, she's always eating it. Even as a dessert, as, like...
Snack! Papa!
Snack,
Koko Munch! Tawag nga namin dyan, Koko Munch.
Oh, that's a good name. Maganda yan. So yeah, we start with a breakfast, with a healthy breakfast, because we know that it will give her lots of vitamins and nutrients, such as B vitamins like B2, B3, and B6, iron, calcium, plus whole grain. Ayan. So I know that it will really give her all the energy that she needs in order to do all of the studying and the playing throughout the day.
I agree, Maui. Alam mo, important talaga ang breakfast. It's the most important meal of the day. Not to mention our favorite meal of the day din. And of course, it's a weekend and like what we said, it's a full day talaga with the family, di ba? Whatever activities we prepared, whether it's online with other family members or physical at home, you have a pool, you have a garden, pwede magtatatakbo. Kahit walang school, we want to start their day energized. Diba? They're not just happy, but they're also healthy. So we serve them, what? Koko Krunch. How do you like your Koko Krunch served to your kids? How do they like it?
Well, okay, for Lian, she likes to eat it with milk or she likes to eat it alone. For my second child, si Mason, nako, kahit ano gawin mo dyan, kahit may ice cream pa yan, okay lang. He has a big appetite and is really a lover of Koko Krunch. My bunso naman, Mavi, I learned kanina that he likes to eat it cereal separate, then drink milk on the side. So, kanya-kanya sila ng style.
Kanya-kanyang preferences, no? Totoo.
Yes. Kayo, si Gami, how does she like to take her Koko Krunch?
Si Gami, like most kids, with milk talaga. But I always add fruits. May banana yan, may peanut butter on the side or papaya. So, bowl of Koko Krunch with milk. Sometimes she plays with different kinds of milk. May fresh milk, minsan chocolate milk. As if kailangan niya pa ng additional chocolate flavor, di ba? Sometimes, just by itself. As in, to munch on. What I like about Koko Krunch, a recent discovery, is that it can actually be used as an ingredient for baking. It can be a crust or pang-topping kasi she's into baking also now. So, I've challenged her to make use of whatever ingredients we have in the pantry and we always have Koko Krunch. So, kukurot yan. Sprinkle niya sa top or gagamitin niya as crust, as base for a cupcake or a cheesecake. Sabi ko, nakakatawa naman tong anak ko. Maisama niya lang talaga yung Koko Krunch. That's how much she likes it.
Ang galing. That's a very good idea, no? It's very creative of her to do that, to use it as a crust. I'm sure it tastes really good. Yeah. And what's nice about it is that it's packed with so much good nutrients, diba? So parang you can never really have enough of it. Tama ba?
That's true. And another tip, if there are moms who are watching us who are having a hard time having their kids drink milk, you know what we discovered? If you serve it with Koko Krunch, your kids will ask for milk. Kasi the flavor of Koko Krunch, infusing the milk, the chocolatey flavor, Mom, can I have more milk? I've listened to a lot of moms who've done that. Na, it's a really good way to make our children consume more milk because they need that. Diba? So Koko Krunch helps us even in that aspect. So it's a versatility, it's how easy it is to assemble. Even your 4-year-old can make his own breakfast. Diba?
Yes.
Like for us moms na talagang work working moms from home na there will be times when even if we really want to serve a full spread of breakfast, minsan talaga, anak, come on, you can do it yourself. You can
Yes,
make
yun.
breakfast.
Alam mo kanina, it's funny, no? Now that you mentioned, you said my 4-year-old can do it. Nahuli ko na siya multiple times. Nasa kitchen mag-isa. He likes to be independent. Eh. He's at that age now. He's 4 na parang. He likes to try it on his own. I want to do it on my own, mom. So, minsan mag-work ako. Pagbaba ko ng kitchen, ayan na siya. Naglalagay na siya ng Koko Krunch mag-isa. Siyempre, ang worry ko lang naman baka mag-spill, di ba? But, I mean, it's amazing the way Koko Krunch really entices the kids to eat, di ba? Tapos siya nakukuha ng milk niya. Or minsan, kahit wala ngang milk, straight into the bowl, uupo na yan sa harap ng TV, manonood ng cartoons, di ba? So, it's really nakakatuwa.
Huwag ka mag-alala, Maui. Yung spill, hindi yan problema. Kasi pag Koko-crunch ang natapon, kukunin ng basa yan, isusubo nila kagad yan. Sabihin ko, oops, wala pang 5 seconds, di ba? Nako, so for the mommy viewers that we have who have not yet tried Koko Krunch, we have a special code to screen. If you want easy access to shop for Koko Krunch, type nyo lang ang code sa comment section and click the link. That's Koko Krunch 50. Again, that's a special code. You just type on the comment section and click the link. It's Koko Krunch 50. If you've never tried it, you are really missing out on so much. Hi, nakakatuwa naman this chikahan with you, Maui.
Yes, super.
So today, since it's a Saturday, ano yung schedule nyo today? I mean, although we had to do this kind of work now, pero what's a typical Friday, Saturday, Sunday for your family? Ano yung mga activities nyo?
Okay, so activities, no, sometimes hindi natin matatanggal. As parents, we still have to work. So, you know, when I see the kids, they love to run. Because we recently got a puppy eh. So yung puppy namin, I always tell my daughter, Lian, please let Sky run. Because I don't want the puppy, diba, to just always be sitting and be sad. So sabi ko, so now, kahit meron na kaming maliit na hallway dito, they just run back and forth. And then mamaya, susunod na si Mason, susunod na si Mavi, my bunso. So everyone's just running together. So it's a good way to be active. And then they also have their little bikes. They just bike anywhere naman in the house. And then if kaya, we get to swim. No, but we prefer kasi to swim when everyone is here para mas fun. So if my husband is here on a Sunday, ayan, we get to swim. And then si Lian, she loves to sing. Bettina, like, ewan ko ba, but I mean, music is good for your soul, diba? So she loves to sing, and it's really amazing when I see her sing. Nakakatuwa na parang, oh my gosh, may ganito ka palang talent, anak. Yun nga yung topic natin kanina, diba? Na ang dami nating na-discover about our kids during this pandemic. And then, you know, we tried a little, I know ikaw baker ka, but we tried a little bit of baking also. Na nakakatuwa na, ang nakakatawa doon is, kung hindi pa sinabi ng school na kailangan nila mag-bake, hindi kami matututo. So, buti na lang requirement. So, ano nangyari ngayon? Natuto ako kahit papano, and then now, every time the kids request for something like cookies, I get to give it to them. So, yun, marami kaming mga ginagawa pag weekends, but for the most part, I just let them parang be happy as siblings and really bond together.
Yeah, enjoy just being together, no? Actually, yung togetherness and yung just any shared activity, no matter how simple, kahit yung mag-munch lang tayo ng nagkikwentuhan, it's already a treasure for me, diba? Because it's the time spent with family.
Yes, and the bonding.
Yeah. You mentioned that Lian likes to sing and that you discovered it during this quarantine period. You know, I also discovered that my child is also interested in piano. So, nung start ng quarantine, there's an app na, syempre, when they watch online, they see ads, right? So ako pa yung medyo dismissive na, nako, ayoko, allergic, ayoko, ganyan. Kasi nga, I'm trying to manage the screen time. But when I saw she was persistent, she really wants to give it a try. Sabi ko, sige, go ask Yach if she has space in her phone. Kasi yung phone ko puno na. So she downloaded the app and then she used the tablet as the piano. So sabi ko, interested naman siya. So, nahabag naman ako. So, I ordered and then she got her own instrument and she was playing it. And you know what? When I got married 2 weeks ago, she played my wedding march. So, it's such a blessing na may time to pursue a new interest, may time to get better at it, may time to discover new interests and new talents of our kids, diba? And to actually be able to witness that. Nakakatuwa.
Yes, and imagine wala pa yung wala pa siyang professional na turo. I'm sure that was all self-taught, diba? Yung pagpiano ni Gami.
Yes, meron. Pero ang blessing din sa technology ngayon is even classes like that can be done online. Merong, she took up a series of sessions with a piano teacher. So, as in, may camera na nakatutok sa kamay, tapos may isa pang camera para para mapanood niya yung teacher, yung kamay naman ng teacher. Sabi ko, ang galing naman ng nagagawa ng paraan lahat, di ba? So, talagang walang excuse. If you wanna pursue something, pag gusto, maraming paraan, di ba? So, I'm so thankful for moments and opportunities like that.
That's right.
Speaking of a dog, yan din, isa pa rin yung blessing this period. It's so funny because when we were praying for a dog and we were already asking around, parang nauubos sila. As in, laging sold out, laging taken kagad. Sabi nung breeder, Ma'am, parang bored ho yung mga tao ngayon. Lahat ho sila bumibili ng aso. Because para kang may isa pang kasama na tao, di ba? Na you have another companion. For my child who's a solo child, meron siyang kalaro, merong katakbo, retriever pa yung gusto niya. So I said yes, even if we live in a condominium. Kasi may hallway naman, sige, diyan kayo magtakbuhan para masaya yung anak ko. And that was helpful for her emotionally and even physically kasi talagang nare-release nila pareho yung energy na kailangan nilang i-release as kids, as puppies, di ba? So, it's really so important. We cannot stress the importance of starting our day right with proper breakfast, with a nutritious breakfast, and with a bowl of Koko Krunch. Right, Maui?
I agree 100%, Bettina. Breakfast is really so important, especially if done right with Koko Krunch.
Yes. Okay, weekend. Speaking of, ano nang date ngayon? Second to the last weekend na yata to before Christmas, right? Are you ready for Christmas? Magtatapos na talaga ang 2020. Totoo ba to? We're halfway there.
Alam mo, I was just really thinking, Bettina, sabi ko, is it really December na? Parang feeling ko, parang 3 months ago lang tayo nag-lockdown. Nasa ganun ako na state of mind. Na the days have been so fast. Kasi isipin mo, if you're home, ay, mabagal to. Pero ironically, mas mabilis ang mga araw.
Correct.
Diba?
Totoo, sinabi mo yan. So, in the light of the Christmas season, moms, Maui and I did a little exchange gift with our kids. And we want to share more to you about that. Maui, you want to go ahead first and share with them your experience exchanging gifts with Lian?
Oh, yeah. We were exchanging gifts. But, you know, Lian is my first daughter, no? So, after when we had na all the other kids, parang we rarely had that time together. Mm-hmm. So, having that moment with her was just really such a blessing because I was really able to bond with her, have that moment lang with her as mother and daughter. Mm-hmm. It was really fun. And, alam mo, really the most important part for me is the letter. You know, sometimes the gift, diba? It can be anything, but when I know that the kids are really handwriting their letters to me and then it has really meaningful messages, then it's just an affirmation, oh my gosh, I'm doing something right as your mom, diba? As your mom, as their moms, diba? Na parang, sometimes nga nakakatawa, tatampo ko, let's say if it's Mother's Day, ganyan, or birthday ko, I go, ay, walang note, ay, walang letter. Yun yung, diba? Yun yung hinahanap ko, yung parang panagbigay sila, Bettina ng letter sa'yo, or note, yun yung parang gusto mo ipalaminate. Tapos gusto ko itago sa wallet. Correct.
I'm sure mapupuno na yung wall natin kakalagay, di ba?
Di ba? It's really so important for me yung mga ganun. Because I'm really a sentimental person. I appreciate yung mga small things like that. So that was such a good experience with Lian.
That's true. Alam mo, I think all moms can relate to that na it's not really the gift kung gaano ka-grand, o even kung mahal. Siyempre, bata yan eh. Actually, mas gawa nga ng kamay nila, mas gusto natin, di ba? Even yung mga doodle nung bata sila, na proud sila na, dog! Pero hindi naman mukhang dog, di ba? Pero may nakalagay na mom. Oo, artwork na yan, di ba? We're just so blessed to be recipients of whatever they create. So sabi mo, letters. Ako din, letters. Kasi si Gami, ang love language namin pareho, words. So we express our feelings through words. We show our love through words. So meron niyang mailbox na she always reminds, Did you write me a letter? Did you write me a letter? Gusto niya every day kahit konting short notes lang yan na of a funny story about my day or an anecdote or just a reminder or just a simple I love you. We drop notes for each other. Sobrang big thing na yun for me. As in, my love tank is full already. But speaking of gifts, you know, yung anak ko, di ba, aminin mo, ang mga anak natin, maghahanap yan ng gamit sa bahay, tapos ibabalot. Di ba? Babalot, tapos, Mommy! For you!
Yes.
Diba? Nakakatuwa. So, it's not really what's wrapped. It's really the heart where it came from. Tapos lalo na kung may mga notes na ganyan. And nakakatawa kasi yung mga anak natin, alam kung ano yung mga gusto natin. Gummy knows I like writing. So, alam mo anong binalot niya at binigay sa akin? Notebook.
Oh, so cute!
Kasi daw I journal. So, even yung thoughtfulness na kilala ko ng anak ko. Diba? And because I know her so well and I know she loves Koko Krunch, look what I gave her. A bowl.
Oh, so cute!
Diba? Cute! O di lalong nakaka-engganyo. I mean, lalong nakaka-happy ng breakfast when she starts her day with Koko Krunch, right?
Yes. So, wait, nainggit ako, Bettina, because I want to show also the gifts that Lian got for me. Okay, so she got me this planner from Koko Krunch. Alam mo, siguro she's noticed that I've been so busy lately. So it's so cute. She got me a planner. And then she knows na, kasi parang or a notebook. Kasi minsan alam niya my thoughts are everywhere. Like you said kanina, di ba? As kami ginagawa. Tapos minsan, she catches me talking to myself, ito gagawin mo ha, bukas, ito. Siguro sabi niya, Mommy, wag mo nang kausapin sarili mo. Magsulat ka na lang dito sa notebook. Diba? And then she got me this one too. Super cute. Yan. As you can see.
Oh, cutie!
Cute, diba? Matching.
Oh!
Yan. And then this one. She got me this one. I think this is a parang USB. Sorry, hindi ko lang maangat, pero it's there. But you can see Koko Krunch is there. It's super cute. And she knows I have a lot of files. So, ayan! Natanggal ko. Sabi niya, Mommy, parehas tayo, Bettina, memory full palagi. Pero naging memory full. So she got me a USB. She knows I need it. Nakakatawa, di ba? Like you said, our children know us so well.
They're really so thoughtful. And nakakatawa that even in their giving, lumalabas yun, yung thoughtfulness nila na yun. And speaking of giving, what's your value of giving that you've instilled in your children? Even at a time like this na, you know, why should we still give when life is hard?
Yes. You know, like they said, no one really ever becomes poor by giving, diba? Like sometimes everyone has their own problems and challenges, but if we can share, I really encourage them to share if they can. Because with that, they're also teaching other people to be a blessing to other people, diba? And that's what will really make the world go around. If everyone is just out there to have a helping hand, ready all the time. Tama ba?
Totoo yan, I agree. And I think if there's one thing that this period has taught us, it's really to be grateful for everything. As in, gumising ka, humihinga ka, that's a blessing already. You're healthy. Ang body temperature mo, ganito, you are blessed already. You open the ref, you have food, that's a blessing, diba? So how can we not give if we are in a position to give? Diba? Yes. How can we not be a blessing to others when we are so blessed? Materially, health-wise, mentally, emotionally, we're with our families, diba? Talagang, and giving doesn't have to be in tangible ways. Diba? Doesn't have to be grand, doesn't even have to be a physical gift. You know, yung chatting na yan, it's useful and helpful even for our kids, because when I hear my daughter talk to her friends, it's not always, what did you do today? You know, I like this, I like that. Minsan parang may counseling session sila. Minsan may nag-open up. Yeah, they would also have group Bible studies. So it's an opportunity also to be a blessing, to encourage one another, diba? Na yung, you know, they pray for each other, they give counsel to each other. Kahit mga 10-year-olds lang sila, they're from ages 7 to 12. But it's such a blessing to hear that and to witness our kids be a blessing to others in their own way and even in that way.
That's right. I agree.
Ako naman, ang birthday ko kasi Pasko.
Oo. Wow.
So, lumaki ako, ang regalo ko lagi, 2-in-1. Merry Christmas! Happy birthday! Lagi yun. But my parents raised me na, even if Christmas is a season of giving and you should be receiving gifts, lalo na birthday mo, doble dapat yan, di ba?
Yes.
All the more we should give. All the more we should be a channel of blessings to others. So, that's one value na talagang I really wanted to teach my child and have been since, And ilang taon na siya? Almost 10 years already. Na every Christmas morning, ito yung tradition namin. Pag 25 ng morning, together, we bake, or we cook, or we just assemble. Kasi hindi naman lagi may something to make. Minsan, we just put together parang a loot bag. Sometimes, we just order from a fast food, yung mga packed meals. Then we drive around, just the two of us, and giving it to people. Any random person na makita namin. Doesn't have to be a street dweller. Minsan kahit yung blue boy or traffic boy na nagtatrabaho on Christmas, diba? Parang however that we can be a blessing or a source of joy to this person, makapagpangiti lang, diba? May bata ka na abutan ng candy. Parang yung value ng pagbibigay is something talaga na us parents should be able to teach our children para ma-cultivate yung thankfulness nila. Diba?
Yes.
Na to give to others. Diba?
Yes.
So kahit na Christmas birthday ko na dapat ako yung nakapahinga, dapat kailangan ako may regalo. Hindi anak, dahil birthday ko tayo magbibigay. And it's a blessing to be able to do that.
And when you said that, it's really inspiring, Bettina, how you've been raising Gummy that way, which is I totally agree
praise
with.
God.
Praise God, diba? I really totally agree with that. And it's inspiring. So maybe, in the next traditions to come, that's something that we will look into, making donations, giving gifts, giving Koko Krunch a gift, diba? But with us kasi, our tradition naman, every Christmas, kasi before the pandemic, maraming apo kasi I don't have family here. All of my relatives are in the States. So my husband's side, we go to the house of my in-laws. And then marami silang apo kasi. So nangyayari, we have our Noche Buena, and then after that, opening na of gifts. Di ba usually 25 na morning?
Yeah.
Dahil maraming bata, baka marami magprotesta at umuwi ng buwan. We open all the gifts na ng December 24, ng after Noche Buena. So yun yung tradition namin. But hearing your kwento, it's very inspiring. So now I'm thinking, okay, it's time to make our own tradition. We will do something similar to what you did, which is really the gift of giving to others, diba?
It's nice because I don't think I'll be able to teach that to my child if it was not taught to me by my parents.
Yes.
So, it's a blessing na I had parents na naturo anak ko ng ganun. So, kaya meron ako may naituturo sa anak ko, right? So, talagang yung trabaho natin as parents, no, it's something that we are to take seriously. Diba? Kasi buhay yung nakasalalay sa atin.
Yes.
So, thanks for sharing your Christmas tradition, and I will look forward to that. Balitaan mo ko what your kids
I will.
think of. Pero you just gave me an idea. You know what we can give this Christmas time? Boxes. Diba?
You're right.
This even comes in the small solo ones. So, if we are going to give away gifts, might as well give something really of value. Diba?
Yes.
And something na meaningful, something that can be an addition to the lives of people.
Yes, and having Koko Krunch as a gift, ang importante dito is nakakabusog, masarap, and it's very nutritious. That's what I like about it. So this is something, tapos chocolate flavor pa, di ba? I mean, who doesn't love chocolate, di ba? Kahit ako, nakikipag-agawan ako sa kids. So this is something na maraming magkakagusto, kumbaga hindi namimili ng pagbibigyan. Hindi mo na kailangan masyado pag-isipan. This is something everyone already loves.
Correct. Kay bata, kay matanda. Okay, so Maui, we are reaching the tail end of our Koko Krunch session. So I know some of the moms who are watching us have some questions for us. Baka may mga concerns din sila on their kids' social life, and I'm sure you can encourage them and give some tips. So if you have any questions you have for us, just type them on the comment section, and Maui and I will do our best to answer as many as we can with the time we're given para makatulong sa inyong lahat. So this is the first question. Okay, let me read. Do you let your kids go to their friends' houses for play dates?
Okay, so that is Well, that question, so because of what's happening around us, parang at first it was kind of tough for me to really have an answer for that. But Lian's best friend came over because it was really more of like for school. Pero syempre nagharap na rin ng reason para gawing play date. But of course, before we did that, we had to get the permission of the parents, and of course I had to make sure na lahat kami dito hindi lumalabas and have been safe, no? And we also still have our protocols, so we always want to make sure that the kids are safe because they are our responsibility.
That's true.
So yeah, we had one, pero hindi siya yung parang just because. We have to have a really good reason. Na after nun, pahinga muna, quarantine muna.
Behave muna. Observe muna tayo ng 14 days. Diba? Let's see. Tama. No, I think we are just being responsible. I think that's one thing na naituturo nating mga magulang sa mga anak natin ngayon. Yung hindi lahat ng fun, okay o safe. Diba?
Yes.
We also, as parents, it's our responsibility to make sure that you are safe and protected as well. Diba? Kami naman, because we live in a condo and we have friends na, as in, nandito lang din talaga sila. Hindi rin sila lumalabas, as in. So, may peace of mind ako na it's okay to have the kids of this friend of mine over kasi ka-building ko naman, 'di ba? And because I know the parents also don't go out, so as far as we are all concerned, we know that we are all safe, right? And if some parents want to go the extra mile of taking swab tests, wala naman sa inyo. We did that for our wedding. We had everyone, 'di ba? Suppliers, guests, ganyan, because you want that peace of mind when you enjoy when you spend time with others. But syempre, still exercising caution. Nakaganito pa rin. Diba? Nakaganito pa rin.
I'm sure that was such a unique experience for you, having to have been married during this time.
Yeah, nakakatawa. To meet, to be with, to be engaged, to get married, all during this Corona. So, no Corona can stop love life. So, funny.
Gusto ko yun. Natawa ko.
Gusto mo yun? So, no Corona also can stop Christmas. Yun yung point talaga.
Tama. Yun ang importante naman talaga, diba? Okay, I think, Bettina, we have another question.
Yes.
Okay. What are productive games for your children to play with each other?
Games. Alam mo, I'm so thankful na yung anak ko is a natural athlete. She just likes to run. So, may bike dito, may scooter siya. And because we live in a condo na may hallway, blessing yun. O sige, mag-bike ka dyan, mag-scooter ka dyan, di ba? May dog, magtakbuhan kayo, di ba? In terms of games, what she loves is Marco Polo. Marco Polo, so nakapikit kami lahat. Maliit lang naman yung bahay namin. So, masyado malaki yung yung hinahanapan namin. So, she likes also engaging physically. So, Marco Polo, games, I'm also very picky when it comes to apps. There's this app, parang Pinoy Henyo type na, heads
you
up.
lift it up.
Yeah. So, she likes that. And for me, because it's good also for your brain and for your body kasi kumikilos ka, then why not, right? So, okay. Approve sa akin yan. So,
tama.
Yun lang, dalawang yun. And board games. Monopoly, Uno, Snakes and Ladders, Twister, yung mga gagawin ng isip at ng katawan, sige, go. Okay yan sa akin.
Oo.
How about
kami naman, alam mo nung sinabi mong board games, naalala ko, when the lockdown happened, we tried our luck with board games. Pero na-realize ko na Mason is only 4 and then I have a baby. So, nangyayari lang, they thought putting houses was just part of the game. They don't know that they have to. So, hindi nila na-gets yung concept, di ba? So, parang nung huli, we just had to parang brush the idea aside. So, ang nangyayari na lang, we just do the kids love to play tag. Pwede ba yun?
Correct.
Part na ba yun? They love to play tag. Harutan, yan. They love to do hide and seek. At also, favorite naman ng bunso ko, pati ni Mason, is me acting like a monster or something. Or a dinosaur.
May ganyan din kami. Si Gami tsaka yung cousins niya, they like to play monster. Ang ginawang monster yung asawa ko. Monster. So, nakakatuwa sila na parang ang blessing ngayon, kahit ano, pwedeng gawing laro.
Yes, tama.
Diba?
And lang kung tutusin, our kids, parang mababaw lang naman ang kaligayahan. I think, ang importante sa kanila is kasama nila tayo. It doesn't matter if they're just home with us or if they get to go out to the mall every weekend like before. Nang na-learn ko is, it doesn't matter where they are as long as kasama nila tayo.
That's
diba?
true. That's true. Every day is a special day because we are together. Naalala ko ngayon lang, one of the blessings also of this time is because maraming oras, di ba? And during the first few months, medyo may mga idle time pa tayo, ganyan, na parang may mga memes pa nga, mga jokes pa na nahiwalay na.
Tawang-tawa ako.
Yung bigas sa munggo, lahat, ganyan. So parang gumana na talaga yung isip natin on all the many ways and games that we can play. So yung mga laro rin nung bata ako, nalabas ko, naalala ko, naituro ko sa anak ko. So nalalaro namin. Now that we can move a bit more, house ng family members, my brother kasi lives in a corner lot. So dead end yung kanya. Alam mo na, paglaro kami ng patintero, ng tumbang preso, ang next in line ko na shato. So alam mo yun, yung mga agawang base, yung mga kabataan natin na lumalabas ngayon na nakakatuwa to be able to share it to our kids.
Oo, alam mo, sobrang nakaka-nostalgic yung kwento mo ha. Because as kids, diba, I'm sure we're about the same age. Yun yung mga laro natin eh. Tapos ngayon na-realize ko, I haven't even taught it to my children yet. I have to teach them.
Correct.
Yung mga patintero, Chinese garter, diba, piko. Do you remember piko?
Correct. Piko.
Yan.
Piko. Yes. Nakakatuwa.
Yan. Naalala ko tuloy din.
Okay. Blessing talaga. Okay, here is another question. Do your kids have group works with classmates? Are they allowed to study and help each other with school?
Okay.
Group study.
So, yes. Yung siguro yung maraming group, that's something I haven't allowed yet. Sorry ha. I think, ewan ko ba, strict ba ako or not? Pero,
hindi, normal ka. Huwag ka mag-alala.
Okay, good. Thank you for kampante ako bigla. So, hindi ko muna inaalaw yung mga group study. I mean, siguro pwede na lang kung talagang the school will really persist on, ay, kailangan group study kayo. Sabihin ko, ma'am, baka pwede Zoom na lang po. Diba? Because thank God naman we have technologies like that to help us out with that kind of situation. But siguro more of one-on-one lang. Yan. But group study siguro hindi na muna. Kung talagang kailangan, let's do a group call or a Zoom meeting call, something like that.
That's true. I think that is also a consideration by the school. So, syempre, they're also trying to balance everything and allowing our children to learn individually, kaya self-regulated studying, but also in a group setting, di ba? Parang paano nila ma-develop yung skill ng pagbibigayan, listening to one another, how to be a team player, di ba? If they won't be placed in groups. But from my observation po, group study now happens by pairs or by threes or activities. So it's the teacher that facilitates that. During their class hours, they allot 10-15 minutes within that subject time to meet with your ka-pair or with your group to discuss this. So parang ganun pa rin naman. Pero hindi nawawala yung may iba kang ka-interact. Kasi aminin natin, even lectures now are different. Hindi siya kasing interactive dahil ang daming students, the teacher needs to teach, ang daming comments ng mga estudyante, lahat naka-mute unless you're called.
Yes.
Diba? So, yung group setting na yon, they're free to talk. Pero kailangan may nagbo-moderate pa rin. So the teacher is still there. Yeah.
Oo. Yeah, that's one thing also that's also a challenge. Yung syempre because it's a group meeting, diba? So you have, I always have to check also every now and then on Dian, baka naman mamaya, diba, nakikichat-chat sila on the phone while naka-Zoom ko. So kailangan may bantay pa rin kahit papano. Yung
That's true.
Works.
That's true.
Okay. And we have one more question. Moving on. Okay, Bettina, the question is, do your kids eat Koko Krunch with friends during weekends or break time during weekdays? What do your kids have with Koko Krunch?
Baka this mom just joined us. Kanina pa we've been talking about how exactly we like serving Koko Krunch. So for breakfast or any other time of the day, we serve it with milk and with fruits. Pag hapon, Coco Munch na siya. Even
Yes.
on movie nights, di ba? It's a good
Oo.
replacement for popcorn kasi mas
Yes.
nutritious siya. So, nagiging Koko Munch na yung pangalan niya. We also use it for baking as a crust. If you're into that, you can look into using it as an ingredient also and even as a topping. How about you, Maui?
Kami, we're very old-fashioned and classic. Well, my Lian likes to have it with milk, like I mentioned earlier. And then, si Mason naman, he likes to papak. Or actually, like I said, kahit ano, he has a very big appetite. Hindi siya mapili. He loves it all in all forms and shapes and sizes and versions. Tapos si Mavi, my bunso, I learned that he likes to eat it separately. He likes to eat the Koko Krunch dry on the side and then drinking milk on the other. And also, ang masarap din is if you eat it on top of ice cream naman. Vanilla ice cream or even chocolate ice
Para
cream.
may
Kasi
crunch, no?
Yes, may texture, diba?
Tama,
It really complement the taste, diba? Yan.
You know, interesting the question, no? Yung to eat it with friends because it's not possible to really gather with your friends na like before. You know what's a good idea is to when there's an occasion, like let's say birthday ng anak nyo, di ba uso naman yung mga online parties. Instead of sending like spaghetti, chicken, the usual, the works, di ba? Why not have a birthday breakfast? Send them all their own boxes of Koko Krunch. Pwede nyo kompletohin. Samahan nyo ng bowl, samahan nyo ng milk, samahan nyo ng kutsara, and then make it a breakfast party. Diba? Na you just send it out to all of them and you can all have breakfast together. That's nice, right?
Parang ganun na rin yun kasi you see each other eating, diba? Nakikita nyo how you're eating it. Mommy's take note. Ang ganda ng idea ni Bettina. Narinig nyo na. You have a birthday party and send out those Koko Krunch cereals to the friends and then they can all enjoy together.
That's nice. Alam mo, gagawin natin yan talaga this Christmas, Maui. I really will look into that and execute that breakfast.
Ang galing
Koko Krunch breakfast. Aliw, di ba? Ay nako, sobrang aliw. We are running out of time. Maui, thank you so much for being with us this afternoon. To all our moms, thank you so much. We know you have many more questions, but this is the only time that we got. Thank you so much. Thank you for taking part in our Fuel Happiness with Koko Krunch session today. Sana ho may natutunan kayo at mas prepared tayong lahat to be better nurturers pag-resume ng school after Christmas break. And again, for those mommy viewers sa audience who haven't tried Koko Krunch, you are missing out. So please, try nyo with your kids for a nutritious breakfast as they start their day. Again, don't forget to type in our special code. That's Koko Krunch 50 in the comment section to get a link to shop for Koko Krunch. Maui David Chua, thank you so much for blessing us with your time and imparting your parenting wisdom to us. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Bettina. And thank you to everyone who joined us today. I am so happy ang dami nating na-share na experiences. Nakilala kita ng mabuti because of
Ikaw
this.
din.
Diba? And I'm so happy na I was able to share it also with all of our viewers and the many different ways that we can enjoy our Koko Krunch, diba? So thank you so much, everybody. I hope you all have a blessed Christmas. I hope we are all gonna stay safe at home with our loved ones and to just always, be alert and be safe and have a very happy, blessed Christmas.
Thank you so much, Maui. Thank you again, moms. This has been Bettina Carlos Eduardo. Bye and have a blessed Sunday.
Bye! Bye, everyone!
Bye!
Thank you, Bettina!
Thanks, Maui. Thanks, Mommy.